And now, back to Jersey's Morning Show, Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
For the Forge Jewelers, Omega time is 8:37. Forge Jewelers, the official jeweler of 1450 WCTC. Coming up in just a bit, we'll do our contest. I got 2 prizes to give away to one winner in just about, we'll call it 10 minutes or so, maybe a little bit more. But we'll do our contest and we'll do our need-to-know things as well. Speaking of our contest, joining me now on the Jersey Central Newsmaker hotline is one of the very talented entertainers who will be performing at the Bickford Theater in Morristown coming up this Monday at 7:30. It's going to be just a terrific night of music, and you'll have a chance to win my final pair of tickets coming up in just a few moments. But let me welcome in to the show this morning. He's known as the Bishop of Jazz, and he also happens to be in a Hall of Fame. He's in the Morristown Hall of Fame, so we do have something in common. Let's welcome in Rio Clemente, who was with us here on WCTC. Rio, good morning. It's Bert Barron. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning.
That's the best greeting I ever had in my life. Thank you. Wow. Thanks for taking some time to talk to us. Rio Clemente, for people that might not be familiar with you and your work, jazz pianist, and you've really done some incredible things in your career, right?
Yes, I have. I have. It's been an exciting journey thus far, and I'm still going, and I'm going to keep going until I stop.
That's one of the great things about being a musician. No matter how many years or decades you've been doing it, you're always trying to, go in a different direction or maybe try some different influences. And for you, that challenge and that desire is still there for you, right?
Oh, definitely. Every time I sit and look at it, 88 keys, it's such a joy for me to think that at the age that I am today, that I can still do what I love. And people ask me all the time, when you're going to retire, and I say, retire to what?
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I don't want to sit on a porch and chew bonbons,
Yeah.
I want to go out swinging.
And when your job is to sit at a piano, I mean, that's joy. That's pure pleasure every single day for you, I'm sure.
Absolutely. I have a gig tonight. I have a gig, tomorrow night. I'm keeping very busy.
And then the gig in Morristown on Monday, which is coming up too. That's great.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite venues. Is played at the Bickford. My special guest will be Vitaly Morelli from Finland,
mm-hmm.
and he is considered the #1 jazz violinist in the world.
Wow! So the two of you guys together.
It doesn't get that much better than that. I had the pleasure of playing with Joe Venuti on the road, and Vitaly is even better. If that's hard to do, but he is. He's a phenomenal player. He's played in symphony orchestras all over the world. He not only plays jazz, but he also plays classical music as well. And he's a lot of fun to play with.
Yeah, and the show, again, is coming up on Monday. It's at 7:30 p.m. At the Bickford Theater at the Morris Museum in Morristown. You can purchase some tickets that remain, morrismuseum.org, or you can call the box office, 973-971-3706. And it's going to be a terrific night of music when you have two virtuosos both on stage together this coming Monday evening. I'll give away my final pair of tickets in just a little bit. Gigantic stages and venues you've played, JVC Jazz Festival, Newport, you've played Carnegie Hall, you've played Lincoln Center. These are bucket list sort of venues, Rio, and you've been able to play all these. It's really amazing.
Yeah, but the greatest one was I played the White House in 2011, and it doesn't get much better than that.
So in the White House at a grand piano and playing for the president as an audience?
They have a fantastic Steinway. It was the 300,000th Steinway made, and it was given to FDR for the American people. And let me tell you, the piano is gorgeous. You should go online and to look at it. And it plays itself. I just looked at it, and it played.
Wow. And when you say a piano is a joy to play, I mean, that's got to be just an incredible piece of craftsmanship, I'm sure. Wow.
It was. And, the first thing I did is I looked up towards the sky, and I said, thanks, Mom and Dad, because my mom and dad were both immigrants from Italy, and they would be so proud to see their son sitting at the White House because my father and mother were very patriotic.
Wow.
And they instilled that into me. And not only that, but I got authorization from the admiral of the Coast Guard, because I'm in the Coast Guard Auxiliary, to wear my uniform, which was the ultimate, the penultimate. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah, what a thrill that had to be. Mom and Dad encouraging you, Rio, to play piano and pursue a career in music and a life in music while you were growing up?
Well, not exactly, but kind of. They never stopped me. I started playing when I was 3 years old, and I've been playing ever since. But they did encourage me.
Excellent. And it takes time when you sit down and you go through these lessons, Rio. Sometimes it just seems like it's very, I don't know, painstaking, and you want to be able to just sit at a piano and play a great song, but it really starts with the basics, right? For any musical instrument, learn the basics first, and then you kind of incorporate your own style, and things kind of take off from there, right?
Absolutely correct. The thing is today that the kids, they want to play instantly, and it doesn't happen that way. It's just like an athlete. You have to start from the bottom,
Yeah,
and work your way up, and you have to build your technique. It just doesn't happen overnight. I mean, mine was a gift from God, and I always remember that. Every time I sit down and play, I thank God for it, because if it wasn't for that gift, I wouldn't be doing what I do. So He knew ahead of time what I was destined for, and I know I bring a lot of joy to people because I can see it on their faces, and I like the one-on-one. I meet a lot of people in my profession, and the guys that I play with are all top-notch musicians. I have my own trio. I have a stable of guys that I use. I use Bill Crow on bass. I use Gene Perla on bass. I use Alex Gressel on bass. I've used a lot of guys. Matter of fact, one of my albums is with Milt Hinton, and it's considered a classic because Milt Hinton never made one album with all Richard Rodgers music, and he did with me. It was just bass and piano.
Wow.
Which I was very excited to record.
Yeah, what a thrill that had to be. And that's what amazes me, Rio, about virtuoso musicians, much like yourself. I mean, you could take someone who is a piano player, and you could sit at the exact same piano and play the exact same piece. But if you played it and someone else played it, you would know right away. It would sound differently. And I think that's where the artistry of being a great musician comes in, whether it's style or just sort of the way that, you create a special sound on a piano. It's such a unique thing. And that's what I think is what makes music such a great thing.
Yeah, absolutely correct. I mean, when you listen to Earl Garner, you know it's Earl Garner. You listen to Oscar Peterson, you know it's Oscar Peterson. People tell me that they know my style as well.
Yeah.
But it's just such a joy to just sit there and have my fingers move the way they do. It's amazing to me. In all honesty, it's amazing to me what I can do on the piano.
It's really great. And you have a chance to experience this great show that is happening on Monday night at the Bickford Theater in Morristown, New Jersey's own Rio Clemente. He'll be joined by Vitali Imerelli in concert. It's Monday, 7:30. Again, tickets available at morrismuseum.org. But coming up in just a few minutes, Rio, I'm going to give away my final free pair of tickets to send somebody to Morristown to see your show on Monday night. How does that sound?
That's awesome. That's
yeah?
great. Listen, and before we hang up,
yeah,
I just want you to know I have a My Pillow, and it is fantastic.
You do? How awesome is that? I have a My Pillow. It hasn't helped my piano playing at all, Rio. Let me just say that.
I don't sit on it. I sleep on it.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Rio Clemente, it was really an honor to speak with you this morning, sir, and enjoy your homecoming gig in Morristown on Monday night, and thank you again for the time, all right?
And Bert, I would like to invite you, if you're free, to come to the concert. I will take care of that. If you can come, let me know.
Oh man!
And I'll have tickets for you.
When a virtuoso says, "Come see me play," how do you say no to that? Rio, thank you again for your kind offer. I really appreciate it, and thanks again for the time. All right.
You're welcome, and thank you for the time.
All right, you bet. Thank you very much. All right, that guy's a treasure. Right?